infrastructure of the Isha Foundation has been built on elephant corridors,
Really?
something which both the National Green Tribunal as well as the High Courts have admitted to without the requisite permissions. We tell you this goes against rule of law, which you stand for. This goes against living in harmony with species, both of which you've spoken right here at Nalsar. So if you could clarify regarding that.
Okay. There is a fan following for that also. So right now, all of you, those of you who are clapping and screaming, listen to me. You also, ma'am. What's your name? Huh? Sanchita? Ankita. Okay. Now we'll do one thing. I don't know what authority you have to say it's an elephant corridor. Listen, let me finish. The State Forest Department clearly has submitted to the High Court that this is not an elephant corridor. The Wildlife Trust of India has given a clear directive to the NGT that it's not an elephant corridor. The World Wildlife Fund says it's not an elephant corridor. But you say it's an elephant corridor. I don't know what's your relationship with the elephants. Okay? If you do not understand, right now we put up the map published by the Wildlife Trust of India as to which are the elephant corridors and which are not. And the elephant corridor is not anywhere in 100 kilometers of where we are. You can go look up the map today. Now, you can open up your cell phone and look it up now. So, being in a legal profession you're going to get into, first you must get your facts right, all right? And, well, I know where this is coming from. There are some activists who are going on publishing this endlessly. You're reading that social media is trash and you're coming to conclusions. Anyway, I want you to know, today if I want, by tomorrow evening, I can file 100 cases against you, all kinds of things. It's for you to come out of it in the next 20 years. This is the country you're living in, I want you to know. So, it doesn't matter, I will tell you further. For continuously, I've been accused of raising a rainforest. Which is that rainforest? Where was it? Please show it to me. There is no such forest, so they've kept quiet now because I asked these questions. Then they said, we have occupied forest lands. Well, Forest Department has senior forest officers from not only Tamil Nadu, from the center, came and surveyed the place and said not a little bit of encroachment has happened. But people keep writing the same thing. Now I'm asking you, if you're really interested in justice, you and your friends who are clapping for everything, I will ask you to come. 10, 15 of you come with cameras. I will give you all the maps, the survey maps and revenue maps and forest maps. You walk across, we'll give you total freedom to do the survey as you want, all right? If 1 inch, not 1 acre, 1 inch of forest land is taken, I have said this yesterday also, day before yesterday also, because I am surprised the same question is being asked, I will leave the country. You will not see me again. Is this good enough? Will you do it?
So we'll take one final question.
No, let me finish this, huh? This is a charge, this is not a question. Now, if one little bit is taken, forest land, you will never see me again, you will never hear me again, okay? I'll be gone.
Okay.
Well, wait. I will tell you the kind of activism that is happening there. Why? I'm sure many of you may be associated with this, I'm saying this on camera, it can be published, I don't care what, because I've reached a point where death threats are every day from these kind of people. Why all this is happening is, we are at the tri-junction of the 3 state borders. There are certain people who want to be active in the forests in that area, and we've become a big problem for them. They want us ousted from there. That's not going to happen in their lifetime, because it's not just for our interest. I want to make sure such activity doesn't happen in the forest. And we have fought for this, so we're getting all this flack. And for every little thing, without knowing facts, being future lawyers, you must have little more facts on your hand. This is not the way to go to a court, you know. This is not the way to go to a court. You must go with facts. If you are not looking at being a lawyer as just as a business, but as a way of serving people and bringing justice to people, this is not the way to go. I will tell you further. You've seen the image of Adi Yogi? Yes. A whole campaign has been made. They showed images of some forest and how it was… the entire thing was raised to put up Adi Yogi statue. So we put out the Google Maps. Before we bought the land, how it was, how it is today. Today this technology, you can't go on lying forever. Once we put up the Google Maps, they became quiet. So Google Maps are of 2006. They said before that there was a forest. So I said, do one thing, from 1960s, okay, or before I was born, 1940s, you take the revenue map. I will give you all the survey numbers in which we are. See what were the crops which were grown, for what taxes people have paid. Revenue records are there, Google Maps are there, you can't be just lying to yourself endlessly. And I will tell you how much prejudice is there. A certain group of people with government officials and a collector comes to visit the Adi Yogi statue. One official, not a low-level official, a mid-level official, says they have built a factory shed without permission. So collector asks, where is the factory shed? He points at Adi Yogi and says, this is the factory shed. He's surprised, is this a factory shed you are saying? This is a monument? They've taken permission for a monument. No, no, in my opinion, this is a factory shed. Inside there are metal members and outside there is a metal skin, so it is a factory shed. Tell me, who will call the image of… if there is an image of Adi Yogi, can you put it up? Who will call this a factory shed? Please look it up. Please look it up on the website. You look at the Adi Yogi, it is on the Guinness record for the largest face on the planet. And now somebody describes this as a factory shed and wants to file a case on us. I want you to know who is this person who calls Adi Yogi a factory shed and what is the intention and what is the purpose of such a comment. Who they are and what they are motivated by. You must look at it. Yes or no? Please look at it. There's not one illegal structure there and we are not in the elephant corridor. Please get your facts checked properly.
Okay. One last question, the man in the blue shirt.
And now that you raised this question, I must finish this. Now that you raised this question and you charge me with this, if what you have said is not true, please go on the social media and say, I've been talking rubbish without knowing what are the facts.